YouTubers. Heading north still. This is the outskirts of Traverse City. Figured take you on a drive through Traverse City, Michigan. On 31 North. And there's Lake Michigan. Or possibly technically Grand Traverse Bay. Quote me on which part of that we're seeing right there. Buffalo. Thought those were all buffalo. If you ever get a chance, it's better than hamburger. Bison wins. I don't know if they're more expensive to raise, but maybe just more difficult. It's much better for you. And I haven't been to Traverse in 3-4 years. I think we might have come up real quick from my last trip up here. But when I used to come up here as a kid, Traverse is much bigger than it used to be. Hold on, kitties. At least the brakes are working good. And it does have, the front end does have a little pull to the right. I mean, they weren't trying to rip me off or anything. They could use some work, but I think they'll be good until I get home. There's a BW3s right on the corner. That's a good thing. I still call it BW3s because it used to be called, it's from the Buffalo area or upstate New York somewhere. And when it started, it was Buffalo Wild Wings and Rex. And Rex is like a roast beef type sandwich. And when they went as a chain, they don't carry the Rex anymore. So that's why some people call them B-dubs. But I've kind of hung on to calling it BW3s. So there is a useless fact for your viewing pleasure. Something interesting for tonight. I'm finally doing what I had talked about. I have some ideas of where I'm going to stay along the way, but I'm really not sure where I'm staying tonight. My hope is Tahquamenon Falls. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's supposed to be very beautiful. It's a state park. I know there's some free camping up around in here, but I don't think there was anything by there. So I don't know if I'm going to stay in the state park or if I'm going to try to boondock somewhere. I remember coming here years ago. It was probably my trip about, a while ago, and there was a place called Dills. Really cool. They were famous for deep fried pickles. I know the place is still there, but it's something else now. If anybody knows, if anybody's from the area. But Dills was really cool. It was like a forever old building that had stages and stuff, and back in the old days, that was the entertainment they had. It was weird but cool. It's like going back in time. You could imagine a couple different stages with people doing, I don't know, vaudeville or singing or whatever they would do back in the day. It was a really neat building. But I do believe it's gone or under a new life. The saddest thing I've started noticing on my trips and travels is more and more, you gotta get out in the boonies for it not to be the case, but more and more, every little town's just starting to look the same, There's not a lot of character left.
In 1/2 mile, turn right.
I think the road just goes right, because I'm going to be on this for a little bit.
right.
No, I don't want to turn right. Stay on this.
Turn right.
There's where I want to turn right. Gotta get by the lake, don't we? Go through Charlevoix. Beautiful. The sign for Empire. We used to go through Empire a lot to get to the Sleeping Bear Dunes. Yeah, Sleeping Bear Dunes was rated one of the best places to go semi-recently. It's pretty awesome.
Turn right.
I'm gonna. After I give these nice people a decent look at the lake. That glimmering water out there.
Continue on route.
Oh, you're gonna just go out there and stop. Come on, old man. Now I could have bypassed all this. Maybe in a year or two I'll come back up here and actually give a proper tour of Traverse City, but if you're ever in Michigan, it's a nice city to visit. Very nice. wish you didn't have to ride on my lap because I really want to get those doors closed so they stop squeaking. I can't really reach it. My arms aren't long enough. Now, if you do come to Michigan, which I suggest you do, it's very nice. It's very nice. Roads are pretty bad in a lot of places. Sometimes they're fixed decently, and sometimes they just are pretty bad. But you got to remember, up here they like to say they get 10 months of winter and 2 months of bad sledding. So that wreaks havoc on roads, snow and ice. And when you watch locals, you see they just get used to it. They just barrel through. For me, I'm always trying to play dodge the minefields kind of driving, but I guess they got it right because it's a pointless endeavor sometimes. It's pretty green. Not just the environment. But I've always wanted to see what it would be like to winter up here. Traverse City, YouTubers. I'm going to try to move the camera so I can get more of the water. A great, wonderful day.